Hi guys, it's Baz here, the Blind Leader, shooting another video blog for you. And tonight's topic I'd like to talk about is life is a gift. I truly believe that my life is definitely a gift. I get many people saying to me, Baz, I think you're such an inspiration and you inspire me to do better and make me realise that things aren't so bad for me, and I'm grateful that I can do that, and through the example of my life. And it's look, like everyone, I do have my moments, guys, where obviously I go through slumps and I go down, have downers at times, which is normal for everyone. But I do believe that my life is a gift, and I'll tell you why. Especially, let me take you guys back 28 years. First week of December, 1983. My mother was in her first week of her 8th month in pregnancy. And what the doctors had perceived, that she was going to have twins, couldn't be further from the truth. In that week of December, here I am, baby Baz in the womb, hearing that my mother had to make a choice between herself or me, between her life or mine. And you have to understand that at that time my mother had 4 children and a husband, and she couldn't leave them behind. So her decision obviously was to preserve herself, and even then things weren't certain for the both of us in terms of survival. So even though she had to make the choice, things were pretty bad. And the reason why all this was happening is my mother's womb had filled with amniotic fluid, and I'm not sure for how long it did, but it must have been for a while, because again the doctors thought that she was going to have twins. So as a result of this, here I am stuck in this sea of amniotic fluid, and as a result of that, as a byproduct of that, not receiving a lot of my nutrients and nutrition from my mother, and therefore I wasn't growing. And so here I am going into 8th month of being a fetus, and already hearing that I might not even make it to see the light of day. So and statistically speaking, I don't know, to be honest, I don't know what the statistics are, but I know that statistically speaking I wasn't meant to make it. But you don't need statistics to see that my chances of survival weren't that great at all. And so as my mother made the choice, the doctors had to naturally induce a birth, and they had to pop me into an incubator. And I've heard a couple of numbers, so I'm not exactly sure of the time, but I was given somewhere between 7 days to 3 weeks to survive. And if I survived that time period, then I was going to make it. So here I was in this incubator that could have very potentially been my early grave. And from what I recall from the story, because of what had been happening previous to them naturally inducing the pregnancy, I believe even after I was outside of the womb, I wasn't really taking in my food well, or my milk, or whatever it was that they were giving me at the time. So here I was, a young just about an 8-month-old baby Baz, very undernourished, very small, much smaller than what you would have expected any regular 8-month baby to be. If I recall correctly, I think my weight was somewhere between 400 to 500 grams, so not much at all. And size-wise, I was probably around that small. So it's one of those things that, when I think about it, it really still blows my mind to now. But I survived. I guess I had a strong will from that, from when I was a fetus even. So And look, even though I had, and you know, not to mention that a lot of my relatives and family were at the hospital because they thought we were going to die. There was that high, you know, degree of certainty that we were goners. So we both survived. And even after we had been discharged from the hospital, from what my mother tells me of the story, we were constantly back in hospital again because there were complications continuously even after that. So even though I had survived that time frame, my life still wasn't certain because of the complications. So even from my very first days on this earth, I was going through struggles, but I survived them, you know, and here I am today, sitting on the other side of this camera and sharing my story with you guys, and firmly believing that I was meant to be here, and that this life of mine is a gift, and all of our lives are a gift, whether you've had a regular, you know, childbirth process, or, you know, a happy start, or a troubled one. Life definitely is a gift, and we're all here for a reason. We all have our purpose, and I firmly believe that one of my, if not my biggest purpose, is to inspire you people. And you know, it always brings joy to my heart every time somebody lets me know that I inspire them. You know, even especially at those times where I'm not even thinking about it, or at least expecting it. It just comes out of the blue. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing, because that I'm really touched every time that I hear that. I inspire you guys. So definitely, you know, this life is a gift, so take it for what it is. Make the most of it, guys. Because even if it's waking up every day and going and doing whatever you're going to do, we face risks every day anyway, so nothing's ever promised. Our life is never promised. You never know what's going to happen in the next, you know, day or minute or 5 minutes or whatever. So, you know, take it for what it is, and love your life, and love those that are around you, even the ones that give you trouble. You know, everyone's in your life for a reason, so appreciate for whatever they bring to the table. And so yeah, guys, I just thought I'd share that with you, and I hope you enjoy the story. And please, as always, leave your feedback, and as always, I'll leave my email address in the description of the video. So if you are interested in ways I can help you with my coaching and mentoring, etc., please you know, feel free to do so, and we'll see where we can go from there. Other than that, guys, stay happy, healthy and blessed, stay awesome, and this is Bashir Yusuf reminding you to be yourself. Bye for now.